Welcome back to Convos with India. Hey guys, I'm here with a new topic. So today my topic is, how do y'all build y'all credit? For myself, I'm give y'all a little history of me. I spent some time in the financial industry. So over the course of years, I learned, some tips and tricks on building your credit and some things that I want to share with you guys. And the first being, you do want to review your credit score. So you want to review your credit score and your credit report. And why that's important is because when you look at that credit report, you can see, okay, I have some collections, or I have delinquent things, or I have too many inquiries over the amount of year or two. You also can see just the remarks that credit bureaus or people report on you. So a couple tips is, one, you want to pay your bills on time. Payment history is very important because they want to see that you're good for it. They want to see that you're a reliable person if they decide to loan you anything. Another, and when I say the payment history too, let me back up. You hear a lot of people that say, is it good to pay it on a due date or no? I like to tell people, if you have to, due date is wonderful. That's, cool, right? But if you want to be excellent, I do feel like paying it before the due date will also work in your favor. Promise you. I have history of where I approved, different loans and things. And I want to say that when you are paying things on time and you're paying it like a debit card, that looks excellent. You swipe it and you turn right back around and pay it off. It's, you're showing that, hey, I'm not going to sit and wait to the due date. And I'm also responsible enough to take care of my responsibilities. Another thing, you want your credit utilization to be low in percentage. So what I mean by that is, you hear 30% or less, and that's excellent. But I also tell a lot of friends and family, if you can, make it less than 30%. Make it 20. And then once you get to that, make it 10. Once you try to build your way and keeping your goal and never getting to that 30. The lower, the better. The goal is to have the best credit score, right? Not to just have, mediocre, but to have the best. So the best is keeping it even lower than 30%. Don't shoot for, okay, stop at 30% and that's cool. The lower, the better. Another thing is, you want a very, a variety of credit. So what I mean when I say variety of credit, you want credit card. I know a lot of people, when you're young and you don't have credit, that's what you start out with. You get a credit card, then you want to work your way into getting an auto. Then you want to work your way to getting a personal loan. You want to work your way to then one day getting a mortgage, personal line of credit. These things shows you are a wise individual when it comes to credit, and you have, your eggs in different baskets versus just one set of credit. So that makes people feel even more confident to grant you larger limits or larger things, because they're like, hey, you handling your business and you're educated in a sense of financial literacy. Another thing, you want your credit inquiries to be not that much. I know a lot of people say, soft inquiries, it doesn't matter, you want to worry about the hard inquiries. My rule of thumb for me, and what I tell my friends and family, you want to make that no more than 2 to 3 a year. I don't care if it's soft or hard, 2 to 3. I'm telling you, if you follow these tips, you will see a tremendous difference. I tell a lot of family and friends, because they oh, I have a credit card, and a lot of times I don't know what to do. Should I just always keep it zero, or should I use it ever? I'm like, look at it like a debit card in a sense. Work your way up because not everybody is there yet, but baby steps. So you always have to get gas. You always have to get groceries. Start there. Start getting your gas first. Paying it off. Get gas, paying it off. Then work your way getting groceries, paying it off. You will start noticing that, wow, because they see that I am playing the game of, using my credit card often, monthly or weekly, and I'm paying it off, you will start noticing your credit increases. Then a lot of times they come to you asking, hey, can we increase your limit? You may have started off with $5,000. Now they want to increase it to $10,000. Well, they do that when they see you are you're using your credit card, you're taking care of business, and they like, okay, hey, I can trust them with increasing it more without even pulling your credit. A lot of people are scared of having that limit increase, and I'm here to tell you, please don't be scared. That helps your credit, believe it or not, because what it does is it helps your DTI, and your DTI is debt to income. So your debt to income, say for instance, if you only have two credit cards, one with 500, the other with 500. So you have, let's say you maxed out one, it's up to 500, and the other one has nothing on it. Well, now your DTI could be 50% or higher, and the goal is you never want your DTI that high. You want your DTI to be low, and you want it low as possible. If you can have it lower than 40%, that's good. Lower than 30, that's good. The lower, the better. That's the goal, not the higher. The lower, the better. So when you are getting these credit cards with higher limits or personal loans or things like that, it increases your DTI, because now if your DTI started off, like I said, 500, and you have a grand total of $1,000 of credit out there. Now, if you got one that's increased to, let's say, $2,000, that makes your DTI lower, because now they're like, hey, although they may have spent, $500 over here on this credit card, they got more limit available out there. So these are the things I learned that are very valuable when it comes to your credit. And if you do apply these tips, you will see a difference. Trust me, you will. And I want y'all to share some feedback or some tips on what have y'all done that a lot of people don't talk about that actually built your credit as well. I want to hear from y'all, Convo peeps. I will be back Friday. See y'all. I am not a financial advisor. Please consult a professional for an in-depth review of your credit and credit strategy.